So in this video, we're going to talk about how to find and locate a bar mitzvah card, and then how to customize a bar mitzvah card. So to find a bar mitzvah card, you're going to go to the Event tab in the navigation bar, and then you'll see, like in the third line, that there's bar mitzvah and bat mitzvahs. So bar mitzvahs are for boys, bat mitzvahs are for girls. So we're just going to click the bar mitzvah invitations. That'll take a second to load the page. There we go. So we're going to scroll down. And we could use any one of these, doesn't matter. I think I'm just going to use the first one right here. Great. So we have our bar mitzvah card here, and it has basically all the information you need on there for the event. And of course you can customize and personalize this. So one thing I would like to show you is how, that we get asked a lot by customers, is how to add Hebrew onto a card. So first of all, I'm going to duplicate Mason, that text box. So you're going to duplicate that. And I'm going to get it set up. So then you would click the font drop down, and you're going to want to scroll down to the font HEB. And I went too far, so I'm just going to back up. There it is. And you'll see that it has Hebrew lettering. So click HEB. And then when you click that font, it changes the text, this dialog box a little bit. Excuse me. So as you'll see, before we had the alignment, the case, the color, and the nudge arrows. Now it's added this in between the color and the nudge arrows, this reverse button. So when you click this, which I'll show you when we had some Hebrew in there, that it'll actually reverse the Hebrew. So we're going to open a new tab. I'm going to go back to this. I'm going to copy our name. I'm going to copy Mason's name. I'm going to go here. And then I'm going to go to Google. Maybe. Google. And then I'm going to type in Google Translate, which is right there. Okay, and then I'm going to click English, if I can find it, there it is, to Hebrew. So this is what you would tell a customer how to get their text from English to Hebrew. It's just go to Google Translate or some kind of translation website, app, and have them translate the text. So I'm going to paste in Mason's name, paste it in, and then have them translate it. And it doesn't want to work. We want to translate from English to Hebrew. And usually this works, so I'm not sure why we're having an issue. Let's see, let's try it again. I'm going to just type in Mason's name and see if that changes. There we go. That worked. So here you can see this would be what the Google translation would be. So I'm just going to copy that directly. And then I'm going to click our new dialog text box that we created, or duplicated, and then paste that in. Paste that Hebrew translation in, which you should see right there. So this is a great example. So you see here, it doesn't look exactly the same. That's because it reversed it. So we're just going to click that reverse button again. and it made it the way that it should be. So you can see it's the same now there as it is here. Ta-da! Okay, and now we're going to make it a little smaller because an A size 7 font is really big. So we're going to change it to a 50. And then we're just going to drag and move this down here. And then I'm actually going to just move all the text down a little bit. Remember, if you have that blue line running vertically through the center and the double thick blue line at the bottom of the text box you're dragging, then it should be centered to the card. Oops, see, there I dragged the wrong box. We're just going to move that up a little higher so we can get this one. And then we're just going to nudge that Hebrew down just a little more. A little bit more. There you go. So that's a really easy way of translating or adding, sorry, not translating, but adding Hebrew to a card, which a lot of bar mitzvah mothers like to do. Also, a lot of times, like on this card, it doesn't have a Star of David, but you can see from the other cards, here I'll go back, get back to basic invite. To event, bar mitzvah. So if you scroll through here, you can see a lot of them have the Star of David or even have that Hebrew on there. So like this one does right here, this one does, this one sort of, kind of does, here, 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 this one. So a lot of them do have the Star of David on it, but some of them don't, like this one. So the Star of David could be added again with that review instructions, which you would purchase at the checkout. And I will show you exactly where that is when we add this to our cart. So I've added the Hebrew. I think it looks good. We're just going to kind of walk through the steps here. Going to click back of the card. Leave it the way it is. Click next again. I'm going to leave it as a blank because I don't want to select the addresses. Click next again. And then that's the end. So envelope liner, and then we're going to click add to cart. This is just saying that I have 29 contacts in my address book and they're not going to be printed, and that's fine. So we're just going to click continue. And oh, this is the wedding invite I created, and we're just going to get rid of that. Move item from cart. So we only have the bar mitzvah card in there. So here it is in our cart, and the nice thing too is that it shows, if you scroll down as you're getting ready to check out, you can see matching items. So say a bar mitzvah mom was like, oh, I need an RSVP card, I forgot to the RSVP card. If you go here in this section of your cart, the matching items, you can see that matching RSVP that you can click on and then customize. So you'll just keep scrolling down, then you'll see the discount code area, which you can apply a discount code and apply it. And then we're just going to continue to check out. So this page, you'll have your address, you'll fill in your address information, all that jazz. So billing address, shipping address, and here's your shipping method that you can pick. So again, it show you when it should arrive based on the shipping method you select. So here is where you'd select if you want it to work with a designer or review it yourself. So this says, I've checked my order for errors and approved it as is. I understand that my order will automatically send to print without any type of additional review. I assume full responsibility for any issues that isn't print quality related. So this would be to not have to work with the designer. And this one would be, so if you click this, actually we'll go back really quick. So it says, we're going to click this first. It's trying to load really hard. We're just going to get out of it. So first I'm going to read, it tells you, I want a basic invite designer to ensure my cards are flawless, or I have something particular I need adjusted that I was not able to make myself via the website. And that will cost, with bar mitzvah cards, it should cost $30. So we're going, and as you saw there, it notes that it does add 2 additional business days to the delivery by date because it takes some time for designers to make the changes that the customer wants. So here it says review your order. Please review all personal items in your order. And I want you to say double check things, check all these things. You would mark when the date event is, and then you hit close. And then, and then here you can add any notes you want to the designer. So basically this is the place you're going to put the information you want to have changed on your card. So that bar mitzvah card, if you wanted the Star of David, you say, I want the Star of David placed in the right-hand corner, upper right-hand corner of the card in blue. And then you would just put a code in if you had it for the review. Instructions, which we don't give those out except if so we do have codes. Let me explain. We do have codes for review instructions. So say this is a sample order and they're purchasing this. And then they get their order and they love the way that it looks. Then they would then they want to place a bulk order. So they place the bulk order, then they could contact us and we could give them a code to put in here to make their review instructions free, because they are not going to have to be charged if they're getting a bulk order of the sample that they purchased with their review instructions. We don't have to make them pay for that twice. So your instruction would save there, and then payment method here, you would use your payment method and then just place order. And that is how you would select the review instructions and put in your information that you need changed. And that is it for this video. Thank you for watching.